Hi everyone, this is Jessica again. So today we're actually going to be taking the pH level of our soil. So on your kit you should have access to two of your conical tubes. Those are the ones with your green lid. So here we have samples of two soils, this one and this one. So in order to calculate or to determine the pH level of the soil, we first want to make sure that we fill it up to that 20 line, 20 ml line with sand. So it doesn't matter, you can get sand from outside or you can get a bag and fill it up, and just make sure that your conical tube is filled up to that 20, and if it's a little bit lower, that's fine as well. So make sure that you have a cup, or in this case I have a beaker, but you can use a solo cup to fill it up with water. So let's go ahead and do that. So you just want enough water to fill up both of your conical tubes. So here you want to make sure that when you add your water, that you fill it up all the way to that 40 ml mark. So let's add water. Okay. And we're gonna do the same thing with our other one. So that's it. And we're also going to be taking the pH level of just your regular water afterwards. So then after you fill it up all the way to your 40 ml mark, then you want to shake it enough. So then after you shake it up, then you would wait 15 minutes. So wait these 15 minutes to settle down. So after you waited 15 minutes and it's settled, now you want to take the pH level of it. So in order to do that, your conical tube has this little lid, so you can just use that lid and just put your water in there. So then as you can see here, right, you have some dirt up here settled up and then settled down. So you want to make sure that with your pipette, you go in the center to get some water out, and it's just enough to make sure that the pH strip gets soaked. So we can just put it like that. And you want to do the same thing with the other soil. Just enough. So then you just put that pH strip inside, just wet it enough. Let's put it on the paper, and let's do the same thing with the other one. Just clean it up. So if you have something like this where your dirt just overpowers, if you look really closely on top of that dirt, you have some water settled up. So you can try with your pipette to just grab that water on top. You have to be really careful, and then you'll have this type of water. And then again, what you can do, put it on here, and then add another, or grab another of your pH strips, and then wet it. There we go. And then wait. And then you would take another pH strip, and do the same thing with your water. Again, you can have your water in a solo cup and just dip that strip inside, just wet it, and just put it on the side. So here, if we take a look at the colors, it just happened to be that both of my soils are at the same pH level, and that may not be the case with your soil. So just keep a heads up on that. And if we take a look at the water is neutral, is at 7. Okay. So from your first kit, you guys should have access to your pH scale, right? And it looks kind of like this. So if you were to use it, if you were to actually read it, if you can take a look here, our water, the pH level is 7 at neutral, which that's good. And then if you take a look at both of the soils, they're slightly basic. They're kind of greenish. So I would say it's at an 8. So right here for both of our soils that we tested out, they just happen to both be at 8 basic, and our water turned out to be neutral at 7.